Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I go by Tree Loves to Resale, and thank you guys so much for joining me. I am going to be doing a ship with me. This is my weekly ship with me video that I do. And I am going to go over just a day's worth of stuff that has sold. And let's just get right into it. It's a busy day and we have a lot to do. The first thing that sold for me were these Air Trek shoes for $30. This is a diabetic shoe. These were in really nice condition. They do weigh only 15 ounces, so they can go first class. So that is the first thing. And if you're new, I do put the first name of the buyer on the front with the ounces because I do ship bulk mailing on eBay. So when I go in to ship, I select everything that I'm going to ship at one time, and then I put each individual weight for each item. And it's just helpful to me to have the weight on the bag. It goes really fast. The next thing that sold is this little radio. For the most part, I sell clothing and shoes, but occasionally from time to time, I will pick up something like this. It sold for $20, and you know, I did test it. It did work. It is 1 pound 7 ounces, so it does need to go priority mail. And let's see if it can fit in this little box. It can. It can fit in this little box. So I will put it in this box. I will put some padding on the bottom. And then I will wrap it. It's not really breakable, but you do want them to get it in one piece. So I will wrap it as well and just put it right in the box, just like that. And I did put paper on the bottom. I will go ahead and put a little bit of tissue paper on the side here. And I do tape it up. I do just buy my tape. I usually just buy it at Walmart, and I just tape it a couple times across the top. I make sure the bottom is secure. I weigh it. I put the weight on there. Again, you have to get the total weight, so it's 1 pound 13 ounces with the box. Okay. And that's that. And then I just set it aside. The next item that sold is a Vineyard Vines sweater that I forgot to pull. So I won't show it. I'll just tell you about it. It was a green cashmere Vineyard Vines sweater that sold for $30. And I will find that and ship that out, and it will go first class. Next thing that sold was the Styling Co. like boho type tunic. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic because I've already got it wrapped. It sold for $16.99. You know, I sell a lot of Styling Co. And I usually sell it between, you know, $17 and $22. This one I just got and I just listed. It is a Macy's brand. It weighs 8 ounces, so it can go first class, and a poly bag. Next thing that sold was this fresh produce tunic. I like fresh produce. Again, it sold for $19.99. They're usually rayon. Fresh produce is kind of like a summer brand. It's got a really cool Art Deco-ish type print. So I ran out of bags, so I got to grab my extra bags. I just use these cheap storage bags that I just buy at the grocery store. I've been meaning to switch to like a Ziploc, and I just haven't. No real reason. I guess laziness. Again, I do the same thing over and over again. Put it in a poly bag, weigh it, and it weighs 5 ounces. thing that sold was this. I sold this for $10. I usually get about 20 for these, but it's the size. This is just a Victoria's Secret's like workout bra. It's a 34B. So I probably going forward won't really pick up this size because they don't sell very well. I do the same thing over and over and over again. It weighed 4 ounces, so it will go in a poly bag. Next thing that sold was this, and I just listed this. This sold for $16. It's a White House Black Market little polka dotted blouse. I always pick up size extra large. I pick up White House Black Market for the most part, especially if it has a pattern that you can use some keywords for. And the larger sizes do well for me. And this is 5 ounces. I usually add about a half of an ounce for the packaging if I happen to weigh it without the bag. Next thing that sold were these Vince Camuto heels. Now this was part of the thread up shoe haul that I ended up getting, and I think I paid $5 a pair. I sold these for $16. You know, I like to turn stuff over. I don't want to keep, I'm not in the business of, you know, storage. I'm in the, so when you take offers and you make sales, it creates more sales, the action does. And these can actually go in a poly bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in this little bag, like with a little bit of padding. These are very light, just to kind of give them a little bit of cushion. And I can put these in a bigger first class bag. I always just make sure they are under the weight. So I wrap them, I put them in a bag, and then I wrap them in a padded bag. And then, so the heels don't get damaged. And then I'm just going to put them in a bigger poly bag. As long as they stay under the weight, and they do, they're 15 ounces, they can go first class. Okay, the next thing that sold was this vintage jacket. Now, I let this go for $15. It was an international buyer, and she did email me, and she's paying like $40 in shipping and fees. So I went ahead and let this really nice jacket go. Occasionally I'll do that. Now, if I use the global shipping program, if I were to ship that myself, I could have made more money. But honestly, I just don't really want to deal with it. If there's a problem, eBay will deal with it. So I just don't want to deal with it. So I just went ahead and let it go. I have had it for a while. I thought it would sell better than it has. Honestly. I'm going to see that I'm just getting rid of a lot of old inventory, a lot of, you know, probably buys that I might not buy now, given that, you know, I've been doing this for a little bit longer, you know, a couple years now. And this is only 10 ounces, so it can go first class. I might have charged her, I don't know. I'd have to look to see what I charged her. But I gave her a deal, so I'm fine. The next thing I sold was this. These sell pretty well. This sold for 20 bucks. I probably paid $2. It's an LL Bean waist fanny pack. It's a vintage fanny pack. Let's see here. I had some, you know, lower priced items this time, but, you know, it's all good. It all adds up. And let's see here how much it weighs. You know, the main thing with eBay is to just be very consistent. The more consistent you are, the more sales you will make. So this weighs 5 ounces. I put it in a poly bag. And there you go. Okay, so that's everything that's sold on eBay. I did have quite a few Poshmark orders. I will show you, you know, Poshmark orders. You can put in priority, they can ship in anything, priority mail-wise. The first thing I sold were these Lucky Brand really nice socks. Very nice. They sold for $20. They're like 6 pair, and I bought these retail arbitrage. I can't remember where I bought them. I bought them before Christmas, thinking that they might sell, you know, Christmas time. I'm gonna just put them in a Tyvek bag. I've already printed all my labels for Posh. So again, I do put it in a plastic bag, and I'm just putting it in this bag because it's just easy. I do put an extra piece of tape. You do not have to weigh Poshmark because they go into any priority mail bag. The next thing that sold on Poshmark was this purse. Again, I'm kind of surprised. This purse sold for $20. It's a really nice travel purse. I don't know. But whatever. All the zipper works. It's head grin. I've sold a couple other of these, and they've seemed to sell generally good. For some reason, this one took a while to sell, and it didn't sell as good as it normally does. But I probably paid $3.99 for it. So it's not bad. I mean, you know, it's volume, right? And you just got to make sure you go in and take these things off of any other places that you're selling. I sell primarily on Poshmark and eBay. Always make, I put the item on the back of the name of the label, so I know which one it goes with. It takes only a second, and then that way I don't have to ever worry about sending the wrong item to the wrong person. I like to keep my area clean as I go. Next thing that sold was this Ann Taylor blouse. Ann Taylor Loft blouse, extra small. Don't know why I was showing it way over there. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get things done here. It's got like a geometric pattern. It sold for $10. I'm happy with that. I probably wouldn't pick that up again because of the size. Extra small and some of the brands don't sell as well for me unless it's a really cool item. So, but I think I sold, 6 or 7 things. I'm just going to ship 3 or 4 things today. So, extra couple $100. I'm happy with that. Let's see. The next thing that sold on Posh was this Foxcroft, and I actually sell quite a few of these. 16W white shirt. So I sell these quite a bit when I find them, and it sold for $20. Probably paid $2 for it. So I will package that up. And then the last thing that sold was a pair of jeans that was in my, and I'll be right back. I'm going to grab them. Okay, So these were the jeans that sold. They were in my thread up denim box. I sold these. They were 14 short, and I sold these for $28. So I'm happy with that. They're highly distressed. Yeah. So that almost paid for the box. I think I paid, what, $50 or $60? I don't remember. A couple items, but probably because they were 14s. 14s do sell well for me, and I do tend to pick that size up quite a bit. And I think I'm going to keep with this bag. Gosh. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something, or you just enjoyed it, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It does really help my channel. And also consider subscribing. I do get quite a few views, and not everybody who views is subscribed. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would really help me out. I really would appreciate it. And that's it. I think that's a wrap. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining. See you on the next one.